will be represented by, okay, I see Alison Winnicus.
Hi, good morning everybody, and it's really lovely to be here with you today. I hope you enjoy the presentation and I look forward to answering some of your questions towards the end. I'm currently Director of Marketing and Admissions, and I hope that you'll find the presentation insightful. I'm going to share my screen, and it will be a visual presentation that I'll run through with you. Can everybody see?
Yes, we can.
Yes, we can.
Fantastic. So just what Roedean is today, we are an all-girls school located on the beautiful coast of Brighton in the county of Sussex. We're a school currently of about 615 girls, and we have an entry point of age 11, and we move all the way through to the end of A-levels, age 18. We're a boarding and day school, and we have 50% of our current school roll who are in our boarding houses. And that's really important to have that group of boarders on site. So during weekends and when it's not normal academic activity, you have a full community that is currently on site, and that even at weekends or exeats, there is a community around you so that you can continue enjoying school life. We're a strong British boarding school with strong British values, but we do have a 40% international cohort within our group of 615. And this really adds to an unbelievably rich tapestry of culture within the school. And within this 40%, we have girls coming from over 40 different countries. So something that is part of our unique selling point, I guess, would be our location. It's a rare location on the coast, having the most gorgeous view. So I just quickly want to share a video with you just to give you an idea of where we are.
Sorry, Alison, we can't see the video.
Let me try again. Is it not sharing?
We can hear the sound, but we can't see the video.
Okay, I don't know why it's not. That's a shame. Sorry. In a nutshell, can you see the picture on the screen at the moment?
No, we can only see girls first, like the first slide.
What can you see now?
Still the first slide.
That is really weird because...
Okay, now we can see the power of an all-girls education.
It's lagging, I think. Okay, can you see the power of an all-girls education?
Yes, we can.
All right, well, let's see how we go. But okay. I'm not going to go back to the location slide in case it glitches again. But I think what's important to note, and particularly when you're sending girls from the other side of the world, is that our site it's very safe. So it's a fully enclosed site with one entrance that has a security booth. And I think what's important about that is that it gives girls the freedom to be able to wander around the site without having to be concerned about the community around. So you kind of have that country feel on the outskirts of Brighton, but we're also 10 minutes away from the city. So as a girl growing up, you have the best of the both worlds, where you have that country-like feeling during the weeks, and over the weekends you can go into town to have coffee and to socialize. But more importantly, what is the power of an all-girls education? And I think, as our strapline says, it's about putting girls first. So everything about our school, whether it be academics, sports, whether it is discipline, the pastoral side, everything about our school is always with the girls first and central to every single decision that's made. We believe that in an all-girls school, all girls, their confidence is boosted and they develop leadership skills. And that's because in a single-gender school, you're not sharing the responsibilities, and you have that opportunity and that can-do attitude that anything and everything is possible for you. We also know that academics, that girls in an all-girls education do really well on the academic front. And that, again, is because the environment is geared towards the way that girls think, and they're able to focus more on their studies without distractions or social pressures. There are stronger relationships that form in girls' schools. It promotes equal participation, and particularly in a school like Roedean, cricket is one of our most prominent sports, and that's because girls can go out onto the cricket pitch with the confidence that nobody will be there to judge them. And also within our girls' environment, we have very strong role models. So with female administrators in leadership roles, students are exposed to really strong women with a can-do attitude. Our aim for all of our students at Roedean is first and foremost for every student to be happy. Without happiness, curiosity, engagement, independence, creativity, confidence, and compassion, all of those good things can't happen. So first and foremost, within our pastoral care structure, within the way that we nurture and care for the girls, we want them all to develop a sense of absolute happiness. Within the classroom, we create a really great environment for girls to really stretch themselves and be extended. So we continue to involve the curriculum to ensure that every single student that leaves Roedean is career ready, developing their skills, their academic curiosity, and certainly a love for learning. Most of our girls in the sixth form, up to 40%, go on to study a STEM-related subject. So STEM is a faculty within our sixth form that really does thrive, and that starts from getting the girls involved in a very broad-based curriculum right in Key Stage 3, years 7, 8, and 9, getting them tinkering with design and technology, getting them involved in STEM-related clubs of coding, etc., and really developing that sense of curiosity that allows them to pave the way to greater things from school years. Going on, our GCSE results are really good. 2024 saw our highest crop of GCSE results, with 79% of all grades being between grade 7 and 9, and with grade 9 being our highest grade. In terms of our A-level results, we were also really thrilled with the 2024 results, with 57% of all grades either being A star and A. What that really means for us is that every single lesson is pitched at an A grade level. 70% of our students go to their first choice university, with 75% of the girls going to Russell Group universities. What is interesting is that we are seeing girls who are wanting to go into the US market, and within our careers and futures department, all of those skills are there to support our students wherever they may end up, either be it at a UK university or abroad. We have a strong Oxbridge placement program that we run, and that is supported through our futures office as well. And based on these results, we were in the top 10 girls' boarding schools across the country. One of our many success stories was Tammy. She hailed from Nigeria. She was also part of the senior leadership team at Roedean, and she started, I think it was in her GCSEs, and really made the most of all of the different opportunities that were offered at the school. She went on to study at King's College, and she continues to do really great things there. Part of Roedean's ethos, I guess, is that more than just being a strong academic school, we offer a really broad co-curriculum. And I think based on our location, our site, we really have the opportunity to extend the girls well outside of the classroom boundaries. From looking at orienteering on our 40-acre site through to building F-24 cars, a fantastic sports offering, arts, performing arts, and even a farm on the site. The girls have really the opportunity to try anything that they particularly enjoy. I think when I joined Roedean in my position, something that really struck me was how we encouraged the students to start their own co-curricular clubs if they had a passion or a skill that currently wasn't offered. So within our 140 activities that we offer, there are multiple different activities there that are purely run through the passion of different students. Bringing it all together, we have the Roedean Diploma that was launched in September of this year. It is designed in 3 different programs, one for our junior students, middle school, and then our sixth form. And really centering around the themes of innovation, inspiration, and impact, what the diploma really does is that it creates concrete tool really for the students to use in order to develop their skills and passions across all the different areas offered by the school. So whether it be academic, whether it is giving of yourself in the community through our social engagement programs, whether it's just being a good citizen within our boarding houses, helping each other, where, it's also about looking for things that you haven't previously done. So possibly venturing down a creative pathway if you are naturally STEM based, or it's belonging to a sports team and learning all the bits and bobs that go together with participating in a team. The diploma has been a really, really successful launch. Currently we have the majority of the school working towards gaining these diplomas, and it really is a sense of satisfaction being able to tick each little segment of the diploma off. We have one really, really enthusiastic student who in the junior diploma, it took her a term to complete each and every one of these cakes, and was awarded her junior diploma just only last week. We spoke about pastoral in the last presentation from Brentwood, and again, pastoral becomes absolutely central to everything we do at Roedean. It underpins all successes within the school, and particularly as a school that has boarders in from all over the world, making sure that the girls are safe, that they feel happy, that they matter, that they belong, that they have a voice, is also important in terms of ensuring that they come out of Roedean feeling strong, confident young women. So whether it be in the classroom, in the boarding houses, within friendship groups, within the chapel, in the academic space, we have a really strong program that is built around the staff, as well as built into the curriculum of the girls, in order to understand, everything that is positive about pastoral. We look after the head, the heart, the body. We build self-belief and resilience into each of the girls, and ensuring that at all times there's always somebody that, in terms of an adult, that any of our students can talk to. Being largely boarding as well, there are obviously two parallel pastoral programs that run, and I speak parallel but hugely entwined. So the boarding program, where you've got your house mistresses, your academic tutors, your support tutors, that really care and wrap up the girls in the off times, but then running integrated with that is the whole academic side, where each and every student is part of a tutor group who fits within a larger year group, which fits within a larger key stage, and with each of those particular areas having a particular pastoral or somebody managing the pastoral aspects of that. And I think one thing that really also strikes me about Roedean is the fact that each and every student is known to all. And I think when you know that you're not just somebody, but you have a meaningful relationship with everybody within the school, I think it's that sense of belonging, particularly from when you're far away, that is really important in terms of building that happiness and the success within the school. Boarding is really a home away from home here. We have 6 boarding houses, 2 of which are for the A-level students, or our sixth form students, 4 which accommodate our years 7 to 11. We have integrated boarding, which means that we have girls from year 7 all the way through to year 11 in one house. And what that really does create is a family environment where the older girls are there to perform leadership roles and to be role models for our younger girls. And our younger girls get to look up to those ahead of them with aspirations of where they would want to be one day too. All of our boarding houses are beautifully decorated. They're fitted with kitchens. You can see that food is very much part of the boarding environment here. And I think what is also important is that all the boarding houses have small things which we call snugs. And these are outside of our normal common rooms, but it allows smaller spaces, I guess, where on any given day, you could go and have a quiet cup of coffee with any 1 or 2 friends, as opposed to being in the main common room where there could be 50 girls. So it emulates a home where you have different spaces that you can spend your time. And I think that's really important, particularly after a full day, if you just want to decompress. The studies within the houses are also really important places, and often you see girls sitting, speaking to their house staff, just as you would when you come home from school as a day parent or a day child anywhere else. And it's just being able to communicate and connect and to really talk about how your day is, what went well, what didn't go so well, and forming those meaningful relationships. I hope we're going to be able to see this video. I'm going to ask if you can please let me know if it doesn't come up, but I guess it's the words that count. And this is Norse, it's a reflection of her life at Roedean. She started here at year 7, and she just speaks about a couple of issues that have been really important to her as she's journeyed.
Do you want to stop share and then start again?
Stop share?
Yes, and then share again. Let's see if we'll see it.
Okay, let me go to her video. Can you see it?
And we can see reflecting on life at Roedean.
Yes, let me see if the video will play. Can you hear?
Yes, but we can't see the video.
I'm on nursery. I joined Roedean when I was in year 7 and I'm in year 13 right now, and I'm a senior prefect. I'm from Nigeria. Some of the things I really cherished as a Roedean girl is the fact that I can dabble in multiple different aspects of the school. I'm not only restricted to one aspect. I can do drama, sports, and I can do well in academics and still feel very, very fulfilled at the end of the day, because I know I've used every single facility afforded to the schools. One of the things I really enjoy about being a boarder is, well, there's not one thing, there's multiple different things. I would say is just the friends you make along the way, the fact that your home is and your bed is in school, so it's quite flexible and useful, and also just the fact that the boarding staff are incredibly kind and helpful, and they always get to listen at every time and any hour. Being so far away from home, it's quite hard and quite difficult, especially when you're young and then you start pretty young. I started boarding in year 5 and I came here in year 7, and I would just say a coping mechanism is just your friends, because your friends really, really make you feel like home. The love that you have from home is like shared amongst your friends. And I'd also say it may seem difficult at first, but it definitely gets easier when you immerse yourself in different sports and just different aspects of the school, because it's almost like time has passed really, really quickly. So it doesn't make you feel like I'm missing from at all. Thing that the school gave to me was the opportunity to do leadership, because I'm currently in the head of school team, and when I was in year 7, I never even thought of being a prefect. That was not even in my thought process. Just getting to the next class was more important to me. But the fact that the school and all the staff and the store and everyone has really guided me along the way to the point where I felt comfortable to put my name forward, and just the fact that it's an opportunity afforded to me is just amazing and something I've never ever dreamed of in my wildest dreams. So that's something I really, really cherish, and just like many people I can help in my role as head of school for boarding, diversity, inclusion, sustainability. A message to anyone considering Roedean, I would say, it may feel like it would be a bit daunting at first, but one thing I realized is that everybody was friendly immediately just right off the bat. I had no problem finding any friends, and another thing I would say is get involved in everything. It doesn't matter if your niche is academics, dance, drama, just get involved in everything, because the school really has facilities for every single thing you may be interested in, and just prepare you for the real world, because you already had time to develop your skills, and that's something that the school really, really gives you.
Just a quick slide on, and I am wrapping up soon, so we will be shortly heading towards questions, but it's always good to get recognition. But I just absolutely loved one of the comments that the pupils wrote about Roedean, and they just said, I wouldn't change anything. It's perfect just the way it is. In terms of our Nigerian community, we've got a long-standing connection with Nigeria. We have over 80 ORs across various areas of Nigeria, and for many years we've had multi-generations coming through Nigeria. It's a place where we see all of our Nigerian students really thrive, and I think on more occasions than not, most of our Nigerian girls will end up being in leadership roles, and I think it's just because they throw themselves into everything. They love the opportunity to get involved in the curricula, they love the academic rigor that's here, and they love the opportunity to give back to the school through various leadership roles. And from an admissions point of view, at any point in time that anybody does want to come and have a visit, you are most welcome. I know not everybody can leave and come to the UK, so we do have on our website an online tour. And you're very welcome to pop onto our website and have a look at that. And if you do have any questions regarding the admissions journey, you are very welcome to be in touch. Thank you very much.
Thank you for that presentation. Amazing. Thank you. So we do not have any questions for you yet, but while we wait for the questions, I'd love to call on Dr. Arlo. I think she has a few things to engage you on. Dr. Arlo, you're on now.
Yes, thank you. Just to say, I think maybe because some of the parents couldn't see the slides, but we can send the information to the parents afterwards. Thank you so much for that amazing presentation. And I wanted you to just speak to what makes Roedean stand out. And the reason I ask is because many of our Nigerian families are very familiar with a number of like all girls schools, and there are some that top the charts for our Nigerian families. And like you mentioned, you have over 80 ORs. So we do know of Roedean, and Roedean definitely holds a special place. What would you say makes Roedean stand? I don't want to mention the other names of the other all girls schools that Nigerian families are familiar with. What would you say really makes Roedean stand out?
I think there are a few things. I think for me, Roedean is a special place because it's about the individual. So whilst we have a very strong academic rigor, I think we really do look to what is important for each and every student. And it's about building a school experience that's going to ultimately allow that student to really engage with those things. And it's not just about academics, it's about the other things that build up the confidence, that builds up all of the different characteristics that are required to be or to make a student successful at the end of the day, and giving them every single opportunity for them to be able to reach that university or that particular career of choice. I think we are in an amazing setting, and I think that is very unique to us. And I think it really complements our ethos of everything is possible. We have no walls, we overlook the sea, and the horizon is really as far as I can. That's basically your vision. So I do think it is, as all girls schools will say, there is a power of an all girls education. But I think at Roedean, it's about the individuality and in creating something that's really special for that unique student.
Oh no.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Carry on, De Silva. Can you hear me?
You can go right ahead.
Can I hear you now?
Okay. Sorry, I think my video is frozen, but thankfully you can still hear me.
That's fine.
Yes, we can.
Great. Okay. So my final question would be on something you said, which I really liked. You mentioned that a number of the girls are starting to ask about universities in the US.
Mm-hmm.
We're starting to find the same as well. I wonder what's happening. I mean, I know why people are asking, but there's definitely been an increase. And if you could please just speak to more of what that support looks like, because obviously having to write the exams and at the same time they're doing A-levels. I had a parent asking me the other day, can she write her SATs in year 11? And, what will the support look like? Because she doesn't want it to clash with the A-level prep work. So I'm sure the Futures Office does a great job of that, but it'll be great to hear more from you about that support for families who want their daughters to go to universities in the US.
I think this is something that is definitely on the rise, and like it is on the rise, we are developing the skills in-house as the interest increases. So it was just in our senior team meeting the other day that we were talking about how can we build those skills. So we do collaborate with an external agency at the moment whose forte really is university entrance, US university entrances. And so at the moment we're working hand in hand whilst we build our own in-house support with that. But I think it is a completely different process, and unlike the UCAS process, where you're kind of doing one application for multiple universities, you're having to do individual applications and meeting all the different requirements and understanding the nuances of the different universities, is knowledge that we are currently trying to build into our Futures Office. So yes, it is a work in progress from our side, and I think we will be quickly working to build up that skill in-house. But yes, we do have an external company who does support us to get the very best careers advice for our girls.
Yeah, I really do think it.
Okay. Yes, so we have one question here, and then I'll let you stop your presentation. Okay, we have two actually. How do you teach the girls about women in leadership in the school? And then we have, do you offer support for students with learning differences or special education needs?
I think teaching about women in leadership roles, we have a couple of interventions within the school. So we recognize World Women's Day, International Women's Day, and we use our ORs and we use our network of ambassadors to the school who are successful women in their particular areas. And we do a lot of talks at school where our students can really witness what it takes to be a woman in leadership, and understanding what that process is of getting there, understanding, what were the rungs of the ladder that they had to take in order to get to that point. So we do look at our ORs as role models for our students at school. We have a rich network of ORs, many of actually which hail from Nigeria as well, and they would do extensions for our girls, and they are ambassadors for various aspects of the school, and they would have access to them as mentors. From a SEN provision, we do provide, we have a very fully functional SEN provision within the school. As much as we can support the girls is the level to which we will go to on a SEN provision. So we will engage with that family prior to entry in the school, if it's a new incoming student, to understand what their levels of support would be, so that we are aware of what we need to engage with them on entry. If certain issues do come to light when the student is already at school, those are picked up academically and they will then work with the SEND department, and that can either be on a one-to-one basis, where they are having smaller group sessions outside of standard lessons and they're supported through that, or if the process needs more, our SEND department will then look for the various interventions that are required.
Amazing. Thank you so much for your presentation.